Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Vibe 105 audio training video. And today we are going to be discussing different layers of production we can add to our vocal tracks, and specifically a multiband compressor. So to begin, a multiband compressor, in very simple terms, as we can kind of see on the page in front of us, raises the softer passages or the quieter passages of a audio clip while making sure that the parts that are louder don't really distort. So what it really does is it boosts the low ends while keeping the high ends intact and gives us a more consistent and cohesive audio clip. So from there, I'm going to go ahead and open up Adobe Audition 3.0. And right here, we can see that we are on the multi-track side of things. And I'm starting on this side of things because this is the easiest way to see how we should begin to apply compressors to our raw vocal files. So, as we can see here, I only have vocals on one track here. When you're working on an interview or working on a news or music hit, you're probably going to have vocals on a few different tracks, along with bed tracks, transition files, and things like that. But the important thing to remember is that we only have to apply our multiband compressor to our vocals. We don't have to apply it to our bed tracks, to songs, to introduction, to the Vibe introduction bumpers, or to anything else. We only apply multiband compressors to our vocals. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that right now. So, what we have to do right now is when we're in the multi-track mode here, we can see that on track 1, we have our vocals just set up for us right here. Very basic. And in order to put a multiband compressor on here, we simply go to Effects up here, and we click on this little tab. And we can see now that this has kind of changed a little bit here. We now have the option to click this little drop-down menu right here and produce a few different effects. You may have to actually stretch out this little kind of sidebar menu here, and you can do that with the mouse wheel by just kind of going up and going down. And you can see the more we go up, the more bars or the more ways we can affect or put different kinds of production onto our vocal tracks. We only need to worry about one right now, so that's all we're going to do. So for track 1, I'm going to go ahead and click here, then go to Amplitude and Compression, and then Multiband Compressor. And you can see here, when we open that up, we have a few different ways that we can affect it. We actually have 4 different kind of channels here, but we actually don't really have to worry about any of this right now. Luckily, we have a preset that comes with Audition 3.0, and that's Broadcast right here. So you click the drop-down menu, select Broadcast, and that's all you have to do. That's it. You just hit X in the top right corner here, and then you've applied your multiband compressor. It's that simple. And you can see our power button is now turned on, and when we play through, our sound is much louder than it typically is, which is fantastic. And that's kind of what we want to do to all of our raw vocals, is we always want to make sure we have that multiband compressor attached to it. So what I'm going to do now actually is switch over to the edit side of things and then do the same thing here so we can actually visually see how much a multiband compressor affects our vocals. So I'm going to go ahead and select the whole track here, do the same thing, go to Effects, Amplitude and Compression, and Multiband Compressor. And we're going to put Broadcast on here and hit OK. So you see how different that looks now compared to how it did before without the compressor. And that just goes to show you how much production can add to our vocals. So anytime, remember that you're dealing with raw vocals taken straight from the studio or straight from an interview, we always want to add a multiband compressor. And we always want to use that Broadcast preset. And that's about it. That's how you apply production to your vocals. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take it easy.